Imagine waking up one morning, logging into an online auction, and seeing your dream car. A modern Camaro, sticker price once touching $60,000, now listed for $2,000. You'd probably assume it's a typo or a scam. But it isn't. It's real. And the reason this once powerful American muscle icon lost over 95% of its value has nothing to do with depreciation, age, or mileage. In fact, the real cause is something that could happen to any car owner, including you. And most people don't even know it exists until it's too late. Today, we're diving into the dark world of diminished value. A hidden financial trap that can destroy a car's worth overnight, even after expert repairs. This is the story of how a $60,000 Camaro became a $2,000 disaster, and why the reason behind its collapse is terrifying. Stay till the end, because your car, even if it's brand new, could be sitting on a ticking time bomb. Let's begin. Heading 1. The crash that changed everything. The downfall of this Camaro started the same way thousands of financial nightmares begin, with a crash. Not a spectacular movie stunt, not a highway pileup, just a simple, everyday accident. One driver runs a red light, another reacts too late, and metal meets metal. The Camaro didn't burst into flames or get ripped in half. It didn't even look catastrophic from the outside. The front end was smashed, the frame slightly shifted, airbags deployed, but this was all repairable. Insurance companies fix worse damage every single day. And yet, what happened next sealed the Camaro's fate forever. Because as soon as the accident was logged, the vehicle's history changed. Not physically, but financially. Even after expert repairs, even after being restored to a good-as-new condition, the vehicle was now permanently marked. The crash created more than just physical damage. It created diminished value, and that's something no mechanic can ever erase. This one crash took a $60,000 muscle car and set it on a path toward becoming a $2,000 shell of its former self. Heading 2. What exactly is diminished value? The silent car killer. Most people know about depreciation. The natural drop in value cars experience over time. It's slow, predictable, and mostly unavoidable. But diminished value? That's something entirely different and far more devastating. Diminished value is the amount of value a vehicle permanently loses after being wrecked, even after repairs. You can replace fenders, repaint panels, realign frames, but you can't erase accident history from a Vine report. And buyers? They know it. Dealers definitely know it. And insurance companies? They hope you never find out. For the Camaro, this meant one thing. Even professionally repaired, it would never again be worth what it was before the crash. Not even close. A car with a clean history might sell instantly. A car with an accident, especially structural or frame damage, becomes suspicious. Buyers ask questions. Dealers reduce their offers. Banks avoid financing them. And with certain severe crashes, diminished value can reach 25%, 40%, even 45% of the car's total fair market value. But in rare cases, like our Camaro, the fallout is so massive that the value doesn't just drop, it collapses. Heading 3. How the Camaro's value plunged. The brutal calculation. After the crash, a professional appraiser examined the Camaro. This appraisal is brutal, detailed, and leaves no room for emotion. They evaluate the make, model, and year, the previous condition, the mileage, the severity of the damage frame, time paint, quality parts used, structural integrity, cosmetic flaws, and the full repair cost. This forms what's called the prior-to-loss value. For the Camaro, That number hovered around $60,000 before the accident. But the damage wasn't mild. It wasn't cosmetic. It included significant structural impact, alignment issues, and frame involvement, the exact kind of damage that scares buyers. Insurance companies often pretend that repairs make the car good as new, but appraisers know better. Once the structural integrity is touched, the vehicle can never return to its original financial value. Based on real-world diminished value percentages, typically 10% to 45%, sometimes even higher for severe cases, the Camaro instantly lost tens of thousands. Its value plummeted so aggressively that dealers refused it, buyers avoided it, and auction houses dropped the price lower and lower and lower. Eventually, the car that once dominated the road sold for just $2,000. Why insurance companies don't want you? Knowing this, insurance companies will happily pay for repairs. But diminished value? That's a different story. And here's the horrifying part. Most people never file a diminished value claim, even though the law allows you to recover the lost value from the at-fault driver's insurance. The drivers simply don't know. Diminished value claims must often be backed by professional appraisals, accurate market analysis, documentation of prior condition, evidence of damage severity. Insurance companies know you probably won't go through that effort. They don't volunteer this info. They hope you accept repairs and walk away without realizing your car lost thousands or tens of thousands in hidden value. The Camaro's owner didn't fight for diminished value compensation. They accepted the repairs. By the time they tried to sell it, the value gap was irreversible. What could have been a claim worth $10,000, $15,000, maybe even $20,000, was simply lost. Statute of limitations, the silent clock that costs owners thousands. Here's something most people don't know. Diminished value claims have a time limit, and it varies by state or jurisdiction. In some places, it's 2 years. In others, it can be as long as 6. But if you miss the deadline, too bad. The loss becomes permanent. The Camaro's owner waited too long before exploring their options. They believed repairs meant the car was fixed. They didn't understand the financial wound was still bleeding. By the time they went to trade it in, the statute of limitations had expired. No claim could be filed. No compensation could be collected. This mistake cost them the difference between the car's pre-accident value and its shockingly low current value. A brutal financial blow, especially for a performance vehicle. Heading 9. When a car becomes uninsurable. Another terrifying truth hit the Camaro after its accident. Insurance companies treat heavily damaged vehicles differently. Once a vehicle suffers major structural damage, some insurers refuse to offer full coverage, charge significantly higher premiums, deny comprehensive coverage, limit collision options, increase deductibles. In the Camaro's case, the structural repairs raised red flags. Even though it looked solid, insurers view high-performance accident cars as high risk. This made the car even harder to sell. Buyers not only saw the accident history, they saw potential future insurance nightmares. When a car becomes expensive or difficult to insure, its value drops even further. For many buyers, that's the final deal breaker. The lesson every car owner needs to know. So what's the takeaway from this Camaro tragedy? That a vehicle's greatest financial danger isn't always an engine failure, a blown transmission, or even a catastrophic crash. It's the hidden loss of value that insurance companies don't mention, that dealerships exploit, and that most drivers never even hear about until they experience it themselves. Diminished value is real. It's permanent. And if you don't file a claim, you lose the money forever. This Camaro didn't die because of damage. It died because nobody understood the financial fallout of that damage. If you've ever been in an accident, even a minor one, get a diminished value appraisal. Protect your wallet. Protect your car's future. And protect yourself from becoming the next owner of a $60,000 vehicle that suddenly becomes worthless. If you want more deep-dive automotive breakdowns like this, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more real-world stories the dealers don't want you to know. Stay safe out there. Your car's value might depend on it.